Qué gusto y qué placer me da saludarlo. Es momento de 15 minutos de fama. En nuestra edición de hoy se vuelve sumamente internacional. Phil Collen, guitarrista de Def Leppard, visita el programa y por supuesto que platicamos con él acerca de su próxima visita a nuestro país, de todos los planes que tiene esta agrupación y que por supuesto será del agrado de todos sus fanáticos. Así que en estos momentos me voy a enlazar con él y que él mismo nos platique estos próximos proyectos. Señor, lo saludo con muchísimo gusto, gracias por parte de su tiempo y bueno, platíquenos lo que significa para usted regresar a un país que los quiere tanto y que sobre todo ha interpretado cada una de las canciones cuando ustedes están en el escenario.
Absolutely, you know, it's been a while since we've been there. We always say there's two concerts in the world where the best audiences, and for some reason, one's Mexico City and the other one's Montreal in Canada. They're always consistently the loudest and the best audience. So we're really looking forward to that. We've obviously, you know, got a new album, Diamond Star Halos. We've been working on we was out on tour, you know, and it's the best we've ever been. You know, the vocals are better, the performance, the technology, all the screens and everything else. So yeah, we're saying this is the best version of Def Leppard anyone's ever seen. That's why we're so you know, excited to share it with the rest of the world, and like I said, especially Mexico, because it's always been just a favorite, you know, to go there with the audiences. It's perfect, you know.
Claro, y sobre todo es importante que nos platiquen acerca de este nuevo álbum con el que los fans, bueno, van a poder integrar todos los éxitos que ya conocemos de Def Leppard y también estas nuevas canciones que fueron escritas de una manera muy extraordinaria.
Okay, so we were supposed to go into a studio and record one or two songs, and literally the day I was supposed to fly, they said, we're shutting everything down, it's COVID. It was like, as my daughter's birthday, I was with her in South Carolina. She was turning 12, and they said, everything's cancelled, all the flights are cancelled. So we didn't go, and we were just sitting around the house when I got back home, and me and Joe just started working on some new ideas, not for any particular album, but just because we wanted to. So there was a different dynamic, you know. It wasn't like we had to record a record because we was going to only record one or two songs. And we got into this thing where we'd be sharing these ideas, recording them on our laptops and everything. And it just started sounding great. Before we knew it, we had 5 or 6 songs, like new ones that sounded very different. And so we said we can make an album here. So that was really it. And like I said, the motivation for doing it was very natural. It wasn't like the record label, everyone wants this. It was because we wanted to record that. And we're thrilled how it came out. You know, it was the best experience we've ever had recording, because you didn't, the energy it takes to go to a studio, travel to a studio, set all the stuff up, waiting around. And if anyone knows about songwriting and recording, you need to be inspired all the time. And it's waiting around and doing that stuff kind of kills creativity. So this was wonderful. You know, I was at home, you know, with my youngest son, who was 2, during lockdown, and I got to go to the beach, come back home, do some recording. So it was perfect, and we loved how it turned out. And so we just want to share that with the world, the Diamond Star Halos thing. It was, you know, important. And it's very important that we play, you know, favorite songs, you know, Hysteria, Bring on the Heartbreak, you know, Love Bites and stuff like that. But we want to incorporate new songs as well. So we didn't overdo it. So there's a nice mixture of both.
Mencionó que fue la mejor experiencia el grabar de una manera sin presiones, sin necesidad de tener pues un tiempo en el cual puedan ustedes entregar a la disquera este disco. Precisamente este punto nos llama mucho la atención. ¿Podría explicarnos cómo fue este proceso?
Yes, absolutely. And we felt that. We felt the lack. And I didn't realize that there was pressure before, but when it's not there, you notice, oh, there's something different, and I can relax and really concentrate on this and be inspired. It was great.
Ahora, hablemos de la gira, porque ustedes están con Motley Crue precisamente en esta gira. ¿Cómo ha sido la experiencia de ir de país en país? ¿Cómo conviven? Pero también, ¿cuál es la dinámica que ustedes tienen?
We love Motley Crue, and we've known them since the 80s. We've played before. I've been on Nicky he has a radio show. I've been going on that a few times over the years. So we both have 5 children. So we had a kid at the same time. They actually met each other on tour, and so that was kind of fun, you know. So yeah, and Tommy, I remember me and Steve Clark used to hang out with Tommy Lee in the 80s. So we've had a real close connection, and we laugh a lot. It's really great having all this experience and doing stuff that you love doing better than you did it before, and with friends. So we're really excited about that. We played with them the other night, and we just had such a great time, you know, just hanging out and just before the show and stuff. So yeah, we're looking for that. You know, John Five is playing guitar. He's amazing. You know, obviously, you know, Mick's great. Love Mick, but he physically couldn't do it anymore. So for this tour, John Five's doing that, and they sound amazing. So excited about that as well.
Ahora, bien lo comentan ustedes, son amigos de hace mucho tiempo. ¿Qué es lo que hacen entre tantos shows? ¿Salen ustedes solos? ¿O cómo comparten prácticamente pues estos 365 días de estar unidos todo el tiempo?
Everyone does different things, like, you know, so usually when I come to Mexico City, I go to
Teotihuacan.
Yeah, Teotihuacan. And I love going there. Actually, I went there one time, and they just discovered a whole new part under one of the, like, whoa. They said, you want to see it? And it's like, yeah. A few years ago, I was there, and the guy Gorilla was there, gave me a pendant of a face. And I was having a guitar made by Jackson Guitars, this company that does my guitars. So the guy, Pablo, who created it, he's Mexican. And so to honor that, and to honor, now I'm not sure what year this would have been, whether it was Mayan or Aztec, but there was this thing he gave me, a pendant. I wear it on stage sometimes, but I had that put into, you know, into the first fret. So you'll see that because I've got one of the guitars down there. But yeah, that one's it's, you know, so I do stuff like that. You know, I always kind of do touristy stuff when I can, or just try and get the culture, the local culture. So yeah, I've been there a few times actually. So I don't know whether I'll get a chance this time, but yeah, this is something I love doing.
Definitivamente debe ser sumamente enriquecedor para ustedes conocer cada cultura, cada ciudad.
Yeah.
Y bueno, por otro lado, ¿qué es lo que va a pasar cuando termine pues esta gira que definitivamente es mundial y que a los fans les ha gustado muchísimo? ¿Cuáles son los planes?
We're going to keep going, and I think we're still getting offers in, because a lot of people want to see this. We haven't, you know, after we do Latin America, we go to Europe, yeah, England, which is obviously where we're from, and so that's a really important thing. And then Japan, Australia, New Zealand towards the end, and there's still places that want to see it. So we'll see. You know, that's open-ended, but we're going to be touring. We're going to be carry on touring, and I'm always recording. I'm always writing songs. And then we have this new way of doing it. It's a lot simpler. You don't have to take so much time off. You can actually do it. Some of this stuff I was recording while we were on tour last time. A couple of the songs ended up making it on the record, just from my demos. So that's yeah. It's creating new stuff and touring and sharing that and getting better as a band. You know, we play, we sing all the time, and it just gets better. Like I said, the screens, the lights, everything, it just gets bigger and bigger and better all the time.
Si tuvieran la oportunidad de hacer esto nuevamente, ¿a quiénes escogerían para hacer estos tours? I mean, ¿qué banda sería la elegida para ir a diferentes países y unir estos éxitos? Y por supuesto que al final el público sea el que sale ganando.
When it comes up, we'd say, I mean, I've got favorite bands and stuff like that, but yeah, we just have to see. I'll tell you, we had a great time with the Foo Fighters when unfortunately it was Taylor Hawkins tribute thing that we did in LA, but we get on really well with them, and so I think that's really important, that you respect what they do and that you actually have a relationship. You know, I used to know Taylor obviously before. He grew up in the same area I live in California, so I used to see him. He worked at the local guitar store, you know, and that's how I met him years ago. And so things like that, you know, Dave Grohl, Pat Smear, I've known for a while, and we have a great relationship. So that is really important. It's like, okay, who do you want to go on vacation with? And that's a tough one. It's like, so it's more about that, really. And so, yeah, I'd go on vacation with the Foo Fighters.
Sí, definitivamente sería genial verlos junto a Foo Fighters recorrer el mundo, pero lo importante es que los fans en estos momentos quieren un mensaje de Phil Collen precisamente para prepararse y este martes cantar junto con ustedes pues todos los éxitos.
I'm just so excited. I just want, our Mexican fans to be our Mexican fans like they usually are. They're just warm and emotional and crazy and excited. And that's what we are. We love playing, obviously Mexico City and Monterrey, both places. It's great. The wave, everything about it. It's a celebration, and we want to celebrate that. And like I said, I celebrate Mexico every day when I play that guitar, especially. Like I said, if someone can tell me, I don't know whether it's a Mayan or Aztec face, but it's depending on what time and what area it was in, but it's by the pyramid. So anyway, if you can tell me that when you see the thing on my guitar, yes, let me know. Okay.
Señor, muchas gracias por su tiempo. Fue un honor haberlo tenido en 15 minutos de fama. Y bueno, para los fanáticos ya saben perfectamente que vendrá nueva música, que dentro de estas presentaciones tendrán también todos los éxitos que ya conocemos de Def Leppard y por supuesto una escenografía espectacular que no se pueden perder. Por mi parte me dio muchísimo gusto saludarlos. Soy Uriel Reina. Estos fueron 15 minutos de fama. Hasta la próxima.